I want to talk to you guys about one of the hardships and realities about being an entrepreneur or someone who is so dedicated to achieving goals is that when I have times where you feel like no one understands you, right? Where you feel like you are alone and no one is coming to save you, you know, people are using you and like things like that. Those are all part of the process, bro. I don't know any successful person who has never went through some shit. You feel me? So like when you're going through something, right? I want you to know that every like every bad thing or every struggle that you experience is gonna get you closer. I remember the time I got my first funded account. That happened literally like a month after I stopped talking to my ex-girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, if I never would have went through the pain that I went through after we stopped talking and like things like that, been I would have never got that funded account, like my first ever one. And yeah, bro, like, and I remember I started getting into the gym because I went through that struggle, and that was one of like the best habits that I've ever introduced for myself. So, I'm making this video because I'm having a little episode. It's not huge, but like, I am acknowledging it, and I guess I'm happy to say that like I know it's normal. You know what I'm saying? When I'm done, when I'm like working, bro, I really don't have time to be thinking about um you know struggles and all these things. But like when work is done or I take a day off, like today for example, Saturdays are my days off. um it's usually it can get like lonely, bro, and like upsetting and stuff, bro. So like I don't know, man. I'm just having this moment where I'm just accepting it, and I like, bro, I remember on my notes I wrote down a list of all of my idols, right? And I was trying to kind of, you know, write down the struggles they have, because if you have an idol, you basically know everything about them. You have a favorite artist, or you know um a content creator you like, most probably they would have expressed the struggle they had. Or if it's an artist, you would see on social media them trending, oh my god, Drake's meat got leaked, or hey, Offset's wife broke up with him, I mean divorced him, did this. Like, there's no person who's successful who doesn't go through struggle, bro. Struggle is literally a part of the journey to success. It is literally a part. And once you accept that it's a part, you're not going to be scared of going through it. I'm not saying it's not going to be painful. It is. You're going to have episodes. There's some days where it's going to feel heavy. You know what I'm saying? But it's a part of the journey. Struggling is a part of the journey. Every no gets you closer to a yes. Every struggle gets you closer to achieving your goal. There's this YouTuber, and this is another example. He's a trader. His name is McRae. He took a trip to a foreign country. He's I would say he's really successful in the trading thing. Um, he's made a really good name for himself, to say the least. And he took a trip to another country. He got food poisoned. um he he got food poisoned twice in his trip. Imagine, he lost weight, all of those things. And when he was becoming a trader, he had a dream of doing hockey, and then that plan basically failed because he got a damaging injury. But guess what? If he didn't get that injury, he would have been a successful trader. So it's okay to be hurt by struggles. It is okay to struggle. It's okay to feel like, man, life is going against me so bad right now. Like, trust me, guys, that is literally normal. Um, and it's the crazy thing is that it doesn't end. It only, matter of fact, the bigger you get, the scale of your struggles is literally going to rise, dog. Like, so chasing this goal of becoming somebody big in life, I acknowledge that it's going to come with certain struggles, and you're not weak. Number one. Number two, it's normal, accept them. Number three, sacrifice is part of the process. Don't fight for people who are not giving any benefit. you know it reminds me of sales, like on the sacrificing part. Maybe let's say there's a girl that you're talking to, um let's just say you're just a broke guy trying to like find his way, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But this girl wants A, B, and C's, and like, she values that a lot, and you're not able to do it. A lot of people be like, nah, tell her that, she must be patient and whatnot. I'm not gonna lie, guys, women are not as patient as you think. Some maybe are. I don't know where y'all find them. But like, sometimes you gotta sacrifice, bro. Like, and I've sacrificed before, and every time I made a sacrifice or I did something that was gonna put me through stress, it always led me to getting closer to achieving my goals. It brought me some peace, even though it came with some pain. But like I said, guys, it's literally all a part of the journey to success. All right. So yeah, I was just having a little episode with myself, so I decided to make this video because I just love speaking about business and work and stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to maybe try and create like a post work system or whatever, so that like I kind of reduce the frequency of like my little episodes and stuff. So yeah, man. Yeah, days off sometimes suck, bro. Like, bro, when your mind gets quiet, it gets loud. So if I'm not working, I'm not sleeping, my mind gets loud. But that's something I acknowledge about myself. There's things about yourself you should not run away from. Acknowledge them, work on them, and you'll be good. But yeah, it's only day 3 of 365. There's gonna be a lot more struggles I'm gonna go through. I know that for sure. But every struggle I'm gonna go through is gonna get me closer to achieving my goals. So